This time it's your boy Sean.
Greetings and salutations, Wikimaniacs, and welcome back to Reddit on Wiki. Back at it again, still distressed, depressed, and still have COVID. It is I, your punny Pinoy John. Josh is living his best life in Greece right now, but with me today, he does have a body of a Greek god. Everyone's favorite, Sean Salvino. What's up, bro?
How's it going? My body is like a Greek god, kind of like Zeus in that latest Thor movie. Big, chubby, not sculpted, but you know, sex appeal still there.
Hey, sex appeal is indeed there. It is technically my first time back in a long time, Wikimaniacs, and you know me, I'm as transparent as shit. So full transparency mode, Wikimaniacs. I have been gone for a while. I did just get back from the Philippines. I am very sick, COVID right now. That's why I sound like a radio DJ. I did have to go home to the Philippines. I did have to lay my dad to rest for the final time. And I did wanted to publicly say thank you to everyone who supported us in the community that I was from, Florida, Blanca, Pampanga. And there's a reason why we chart so damn well in the Philippines, bro. Like a lot of them listen, kind of like a hometown product. So really proud of that. And to everyone that just showed up and showed support, I really appreciate y'all. It was one of our hardest times, and you all came out as a community and you all treated us with like utmost respect and assisted us. And on top of that, I know you've seen him in the past. He's been on my side for a little bit. He's been in a few commercials for Reddit on Wiki, but my fluffy big boy, Obi, has sadly passed away as well. So your boy is going through stuff, but I am here. I am present. I miss the Wikimaniacs. And although it's just me and Sean this week, we'll try to give you the best show as we can, and it'll be fun. So hopefully I didn't dampen the mood a little bit. I just wanted to be transparent with y'all. Like, you know how I be. Like, show up every day, every damn day, even though the boys tell me not to. I'm still here. But are you ready for this episode this week, bro?
Let's get into it, man. And yeah, to piggyback off of what John said, yeah, we definitely don't make him, record. He wants to be back. This is all of his own will. I said, we could take a break. It's fine. But he wants to be back. He wants to chat it up with you guys and give y'all some content. So thank you, John, for being here. Just the worst of times. I can't even imagine. But I am glad to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a long time, man. I'm happy to see you're doing as good as you can be. And hopefully we can make you laugh and make the Wikimaniacs laugh as well.
And that is the point of life. Still going through it, but we got to keep trucking in some way. And don't worry, guys, I take my own advice. I am seeking hella therapy right now. I'm in like so much therapy at the moment. So I'm also doing all that. But like Sean mentioned, we are here to provide you with the best content as we can. So this week's menu, we have a story cross-posted by user Thanos was right 96. Oh snap. On our Reddit on Wiki subreddit from r/niceguys. We then go to a classic question posted on r/askreddit to read one of the top comments about some of the best wingman moments. We then read an update from one of our listener, Polly, and then we go to a listener suggested post from our Wikimaniac Daniel from r/trueoffmychest. And lastly, another cross post on our subreddit with another r/trueoffmychest story. But before we get started, if you love what we do, consider leaving a 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or write us one on our website at redditonwiki.com. Feel free to follow us on our social media on IG, Twitter. Have a conversation with us on our Discord. And if you want opinions from fellow Wikimaniacs while we catch up on listener submissions, head on over to our subreddit at r/Reddit on Wiki. All the links are on our show notes and our website. And if you want to support us financially, consider copying some merch, join our Patreon, and you can find all our links in our show notes. If we get 100 patrons, which is coming up pretty soon, we're going to be doing a Patreon exclusive Hot Ones episode where we eat spicy things and we answer some spicy questions, baby. And all the Patreon shout outs we'll do at the end of the episode when we do our This Day in History. But before we get started, Sean, you got anything that stood out to you the past few months or the past few weeks that we haven't recorded?
I really should have prepared something for this, Do you forget that is what Josh normally does? So I'm just going to head over. I will say this. I didn't get to talk to you about this, John, but our subreddit and Discord are flourishing with submissions. And I think that's truly the best way to submit stories. You know, besides personal ones, if you want a personal one in an email and not on Reddit, of course, email is the best way. But if you're trying to share other people's Reddit posts, our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki, is a great place to share those things. And my whole last episode, I got completely from there. So, yeah, the Wikimaniacs are there. They're popping. They're giving us stuff. So I pulled up some funny YouTube comments. Shout out to Edelcita. Sean should make a hair commercial with his amazing hair. Wow.
It's truly, like you find every comment pertaining to you, huh, buddy?
It's almost like I just Google Sean and new comment and then bam.
The vanity is real with this
guy. New comment. Sean. Oh man, we're not getting anything. That was the last one.
Maybe they're sick of you.
Oh, I hate to see that for myself. But yeah, sorry guys. I'm not Josh. I could never be him. Himmy Neutron.
No one could be like him.
Yeah, no one could be him.
We have too much melanin to be Josh to begin with.
We like spicy food too much to be Josh. But yeah. Keep submitting stuff on the subreddit that you want us to read. You know, the subreddit is strictly there for you to discuss with other Reddit Wikimaniacs, but also it makes it very easy for the host to just go in there and see which ones are the most popular posts that you guys are sharing. And that's the quickest way, I think, for John, I, and Josh to find some stories that you guys want us to read.
And, you know, submit more non-Am I the Asshole stuff. So that way me and Sean don't have to look for stuff a lot.
Yeah. Josh has actually an endless amount of Am I the Assholes from you guys.
True.
So if you guys want to send us some other stuff from other subreddits, John and I would love it.
Because we're the other guys in this show.
We're the other.
We're the others. All right. To kick off this story, again, this is a cross post from one of our Wikimaniacs. User Thanos was right 96. And the title, it actually came from r/nice guys. And the title is Male 24. I want a submissive wife who will obey me and who I can control.
Good God.
Okay. So I'm socially awkward and introverted. I have never had a girlfriend or anything, but there's nothing I want more than a woman who will obey me. I am a hardworking man who wants to provide, but I want the woman I'm with to bear my children. I want to make her wear clothes, which I think will make her look sexy.
Oh,
fuck this part. This part kills me. I want steak and blowjobs. I want her to worship me, and I will touch her whenever I feel like, even if we were out in public. I struggle with women, but lately I have been having...
Really? Do you?
Oh, God. And this gets really problematic. So trigger warning, people. I have been having thoughts of kidnapping a woman, brainwashing her, and turning her into my perfect wife. I'd like to come home from work on a Friday and see my submissive wife along with our beautiful kids. I also want at least 4 kids minimum. In fact, I will push her to have as many kids as possible.
I mean, like, we can't put you into jail for like your desires, but maybe we should just preemptively stop you from doing that. And you should go to jail, I think. I think
so.
You should not be around people. Somehow, I think even though you're 24, I wouldn't want you around children. I don't know. You seem very creepy in every possible way. The absolute worst. I have no words, actually. The kidnapping and brainwashing, everything up to kidnapping and brainwashing was bad. But, you know, could be laughed at as like, oh, man, what a loser. And then you go on and fucking give threats. Threats, that's bad, I think. That was posted on Nice Guys. But where was that originally from? Because usually Nice Guys is like pictures of like...
It was originally a Confessions, r/Confessions.
Oh no, you got to go to jail, man. I don't know, man.
I agree. I like when I first read this, I kind of broke it down like sentence by sentence. And again, we're not trying to diagnose anyone here with Wikimaniacs, but it's just reading it was kind of, it gave me the ick. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, for sure.
He said he never had a girlfriend at the past, and he pretty much said he was introverted. That doesn't give you an excuse to like be that creepy, even if you had no experience with women or relationships whatsoever, I think. And he said that I'm a hardworking man who wants to provide, but I want the woman I'm with to bear my children. Pretty much you look at women as property at this point. And all you see them is not of value, but just to bear your children. And then he say like he wants to make them wear sexy clothes, steak and blowjobs, and he could touch her in public whenever he wants. That's
bad. I forgot about that part. That's creepy. No consent. Bad.
That is horrible. And then to top it off, and you thought I thought when I first reading that, I was like, this shit's horrible. And then the fact that he's trying to premeditate kidnapping someone and pretty much brainwashing a woman to be a subservient being for him. Like this fool's God complex is insane.
Dude, wild. Out of control. I don't know. Jail's such a it's always
jail
weird.
Is appropriate.
Like, okay, yeah. I always feel weird giving out these, judgments. Again, we're fucking just three dudes on the internet. So, we have no jurisdiction. We're not doctors. We're not lawyers or anything. But he needs to either, probably definitely go see therapy, go seek it, get therapy. It's either therapy or jail or therapy in jail.
Therapy in jail. Yeah, you need some work, dude. And the last part also creeped me out. He says he wants 4 kids minimum, but he's going to push her to have as many kids as possible. Again, no consent. That is just
a guy that wants to be in a cult or lead a cult or some shit like that. This is bad.
It is horrible. Yeah. So usually nice guys have like a comedic tone to them because you can just laugh at them, right?
Yeah.
But this one kind of was like, yo.
Yeah, it started out haha and then ended like, I think you're a future criminal.
Yes, for sure. Okay. So now
Good
they
God.
started out dark, but let me lighten it up a little bit, okay? So this one is from an r/ask Reddit. It's actually a really old post. It was posted 9 years ago.
Whoa.
And this one was, I just wanted to read one of the top comments. It's actually a question that they posted. It was posted by user Bebo21, and that was 9 years ago, like I said. The question is, Wingman of Reddit, what crazy things have you done to get your friend laid? Have you done something crazy to get a friend laid before?
I don't
Mr.
think
Innocent
so.
Man?
Yeah, not to further push the narrative, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever, no. I mean, I have friends that have done that for each other. I've heard the stories, and I'm just like, wow, good for y'all. But yeah, no, I don't think not me. Have you?
I think the furthest I've done is probably like if one of my friends was like really interested in another girl and then they're like in a group, I'd like talk to the rest of the friends and just like keep them entertained. That's probably the best I've done.
Say that again?
So like let's say there's a group of girls and then there's a group of guys and then one of my buddies are just like interested in one of the girls in the group. Mm-hmm. And all the other friends were just like, no, don't talk to him. And then but then they're hitting it off in like in the bar or the club or something. So my job is to just be like, hey, other friends, let's hang out. Let's have some fun together. So I'm just like the distraction guy. I wasn't really like the type to do all that shit anyways, but I was always the distraction guy. Be like, entertain people there. I'm like, okay, I'll distract them for like a good 30 minutes.
Have you heard this podcast?
What?
No, that would be you trying to entertain them.
Oh, that was pre-podcast day. So that was like when I actually had a life and not a loser like recording every week.
I have a life.
Oh, okay. Well, not me. So
I was like, I record every week. I have a life. So I try.
It must be nice. It can't be me. Shit, all I do is work and fucking cry. Anyways.
Good God.
Anyways, again, the question is, Wingman of Reddit, what crazy things have you done to get your friend laid? And this was answered by OJ's lawyer, fucking hilarious ass username anyways. But the story goes as this. My friend was sleeping over at my house. My parents and brother were all sleeping upstairs while we were downstairs watching TV, playing video games and shit. Not shit. Not like the Patreon exclusive.
Yeah,
story.
not like the Patreon exclusive. Patrons know what we're talking about.
Yeah, if you know, you know. At around 1 a.m., he asked if this girl can come over. And he put in parentheses, really wants to get with this girl and I don't want to turn him down. So I reluctantly agree on the condition that she's quiet. So the three of us are hanging out and I make some excuse to leave the room so my friend can have some alone time with this girl. I'm upstairs in my room when I start hearing loud moans.
Jesus Christ.
This is bad news for me, but great news for my friend. He's losing his virginity to a girl he really likes. I hear stirring in the next room and I know that their bout of loud lovemaking has woken my parents. The last thing I want is for my confused father to walk in on my friend fucking this girl in my basement. What do? I go to Pornhub, click on the first video I see, crank that shit to 100 on my speakers, and let it play for the 3 minutes that my buddy ended up lasting.
How did he know when to stop?
I don't know. My dad ended up coming into my room, discovering the source of the noise, and in parentheses, I even threw in some fapping motion under the covers and awkwardly leaving. My buddy ended up having, quote, the best fucking time ever, bro. But Jesus, there were some awkward glances exchanged between my parents and I the next morning.
Fuck no. I think I would just like get out of the room with my dad and be like, some shit happened. It's not me down there. I don't know. It wouldn't be me. I could not sacrifice myself like that. I don't think so. You would throw on
I would. Well, actually, yeah. I'd probably do something like that for a homie.
Damn. I'm a bad friend.
But then again, my dad would probably be like, what the fuck? It ain't you fucking that? Like, fuck, you are a loser.
My dad would also do some shit like that. He'd like, why don't they fuck in their own basement? Why are they here?
Yeah, I would definitely get flamed by my dad on that one.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
I don't know. Sorry to all my friends, but yeah, I don't think I could partake. I think I'd be like, is there not a car or is there not like anywhere not in the house with my parents? Like that's more embarrassing than getting caught yourself is helping your friend get laid in your house. I don't know.
You could at least went into like the garage or something like in the front yard. You could have at least gone to the front of the house in your car.
I don't know. Turn on the shower and I don't know. But if you're not quiet, there's nothing that's hiding that. So who knows? I don't know.
Boy, say he lasted all 3 minutes. So he posted a 3-minute video on Pornhub.
Dude, how do you know when to stop playing? How did you know when your homie finished? Y'all just got that telepathic. Maybe
like they're like homies like that, you know?
Jesus Christ.
You never know. Hey, sometimes people are way too close. Shit happens.
Hell no.
Oh, God. All right. Moving on to the next story. We're flying by this episode quick. Usually a 3-man dynamic is a little different. That's why the episodes last longer, huh?
Yeah.
You got a lot of opinions.
Because that's one more other opinion. You know what I mean?
True that. All right. The next one is not really a story, but an update. I don't know if you, the Wikimaniacs recall, but there was an episode that we posted, I want to say like a month ago, where we had a Wikimaniac named Polly who had a boyfriend who tried to keep her a secret. She did mention that she was she was pretty confident on how she was, but like because she said she was more on the plus size.
She wasn't conventionally attractive.
She was, yeah.
In her opinion.
Yeah. So, and then I think all of us like equally said that maybe you should, focus on you first. And that guy is just a complete jackass for even like looking at you that way. You know what I'm saying? So Polly was kind enough to listen to the episode and actually had a lot of thoughts about it. And I just wanted to provide the Wikimaniacs an update on that.
Is this an update from that story or is this somebody writing about? Because there was another post where somebody
was another post on our subreddit where someone had an opinion about it. But Polly actually personally wrote back to us about an update of her status. So I am going to read it right now.
Perfect.
Polly wrote, "Hi guys, it's Polly, and you read my story about 2 weeks ago. I thought you might want an update. I'm a wordy person, so I'm sorry if this is too long. Don't feel obligated to read this on the show if you don't want to, but I truly just want to thank you again for hearing me out and giving me advice. It meant a lot more than I thought it would. I listened to the episode the same day you posted it, and I cried the whole time you read my story. Just seeing how outraged you guys were was a real shock to the system. I honest and truly thought you would be empathetic to him, but you weren't. So I just cried. I read the YouTube comments and cried. I read the TikTok comments and cried. I just cried all day, basically. Every single person was telling me to leave. There wasn't one comment that it told me to stay or took his side in the slightest. It made me realize I have a lot more internalized fat phobia than I thought or cared to admit, and I didn't even see how little I was valuing myself. Despite this little breakthrough, though, I wasn't ready to talk to Jeff right away, as I kind of just wanted to take some time to myself and figure out exactly what I wanted. I texted him that Monday night and told him I needed some space and I would let him know when I was ready to talk. He tried to call and text to find out what was wrong, but I reiterated that I needed space and put him do not disturb. I did a lot of self-reflecting and confidence boosting through that week. That weekend, I also decided to go out with friends. I put on a super cute outfit that made me feel pretty and did my makeup. I needed to remind myself that I am beautiful because I didn't realize I had forgotten. Being out with people who weren't ashamed of me and having all those social media comments telling me I deserved to be with someone who was proud to be with me in my head just made me feel so different that night. The day after I went out, I asked Jeff to come over so we could talk. When he got to my house, he looked so relieved to see me and tried to give me a kiss, but I dodged it. I told him I no longer wanted to be his dirty little secret, and if he didn't want to show me off, then I would find somebody else to show me off. Or hell, I'd even show my own self off.
Hell yeah.
Either way, I was over the disrespect. He actually looked super shocked and told me he had no idea where this was coming from, and he thought we both liked the way our relationship was. I told him I no longer liked it and wouldn't be tolerating his bullshit excuses to treat me poorly. It didn't matter how nice he was to me behind closed doors when he was out in the world disrespecting me at every turn simply because he is embarrassed of my size. He told me, "You know, I think your body's beautiful. My friends will just feel different and I will make you feel bad." I told him he was already making me feel bad. We went back and forth for a while and I finally just told him there's no point in arguing because this is now a non-negotiable in my relationships. At the end, he told me if it means that much to you, then you can meet my friends. Hearing him say it like that just truly made my decision easy, and I told him that wouldn't be necessary. As I am no longer his girlfriend, in secret or in public, we were done.
Nice.
He tried to apologize and get me to change my mind, but I'm done. He's still calling me, but I'm over it. I just feel as stupid. I wasted almost a whole year on that guy, but I'm looking forward to building my self-esteem back up and hopefully never ending up in a situation like this again. Thank you all again. I truly appreciate everyone who helped me come back to my senses.
That's awesome, man. That's so exciting.
I love that.
Wow. Just kudos to you. It's wild that, you know, we could help open your eyes, and everybody else that was commenting on YouTube and TikTok could help open your eyes to, you know, how wonderful you are and what you truly deserve. And yeah, that's crazy to think, not to like take credit or anything, because like, who are we? But just like knowing that we like actually help open up your perspective and stuff is like truly wild and kind of like emotional for me, knowing that we played a small part in you revisiting your worth and like realizing, like, you know, that you're worthy of love and everything like that. And it's crazy to just be a small part of helping you realize that. I'm super glad that you didn't fall back into his trap. You know, the damage was done already, truly.
Oh, for sure.
Like you said, just the constant disrespect for almost a year. He fucked up. The whole time he's been fucking up. Meeting his friends now wouldn't fix it. And you made the right decision. And, you know, getting out and showing yourself off and, you know, finding someone else that will love you for who you are and would never be embarrassed of you. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you.
I too am very happy for Polly, and I'm actually gonna borrow something that you said a while back when we first had our first video went crazy, when we first got exposed to everybody. We recorded a reaction video, and something that you said kind of stuck out to me, and it kind of stayed with me ever since. a lot of the times when we give advice like this, and we're not qualified to say that, but a lot of people gives us so much reassurance that what we say matters. I personally don't want to take credit for the things we said, because like what you said in the past, Sean, that should be a normal thing.
Yeah.
You know, being a human being, just being empathetic to situations, and situations like this, when it's like she was basing her self-worth on the shitty thing that the ex is doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I give more credit to the community that we have, the Wikimaniacs, of just like kind of having the same moral values as we did. And the fact that they provided her with like the same reassurance that you are all that and a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to feel good about yourself. And you don't need someone to tell you how great you are. So I'm retracting back. Like, I don't want. I'm happy. I'm very happy hearing that update. That, like, I forgot the guy's name, but it doesn't matter.
He doesn't matter.
Yeah, that he's out of your life, and that that you feel good about yourself and feel good about the decision you made. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy, and my heart is full that it's one more person that can look at themselves in the mirror and just be like, I'm fucking all that. You know what I mean? So, but the kudos doesn't go to us.
Yeah, it goes to the Wikimaniacs, all the comments.
Exactly. And it sounds like
you
we're
too for
to
being
yeah.
You too for like being brave enough to share your own personal story with something like that. It takes a lot of guts to write your personal life online, asking for advice, and it takes a lot for somebody to read all the comments and, like, you know, not just throw them away and be like, oh man, not hearing the answer you want to hear. You still fucking went through with it and were like, okay, yeah, everybody does have like some valid points here. I am actually being treated like shit. Somebody should, you know, be proud of me being their girl. Or, like I said, I really didn't mean like I was trying to take credit. I don't think you're trying to insinuate that I was taking credit either.
Oh, no. Absolutely
but I'm just
not.
saying, like, being like a small part of that process for you is really humbling and crazy to me, just because, you know, we're three idiots online. So
that read smut.
But yeah, I'm just so elated to be a small part. And also, even more, I'm happy that you are free of this guy's, and, you know, you are truly seeing yourself for what you are, which is an amazing person.
Yeah. So thank you, Polly, first and foremost. Like Sean mentioned, being vulnerable and just putting your story out there, it's hard as it is, you know. And we try to kind of practice what we preach. That's why I'm so open on like how I share my life and share my struggles, because and that's another notch on the Wikimaniacs too. It's just like, we're not asking for like a pity party. We're like asking for like legit like ways to like either cope or like finding ways to like make our lives better. And again, this is such an awesome community that we're a part of. And it's just an amazing feeling knowing that the internet's such a dark place to begin with. Like, you could end up in like the wrong side of like Twitter or the wrong side of Reddit. But the fact that we're surrounded by like just good-hearted people, you know, and they can offer you advice that you truly took to heart. And what Sean said, you could have just like not done anything with it and just looked at comments that you wanted to see, but you actually did something with it. I'm gonna speak for the rest of the boys. We're fucking proud of you. Shout out to Polly. And hopefully if you ever write to us again, more happy things, just let us know. We're here for it. So shout out to you, Polly.
Welcome, Wikimaniacs, to Fresh Ball Fall. It's the season of pumpkin spice and making sure you or your man's crotch looks nice. That means sipping cider in a fall breeze and using MANSCAPED products to trim your balls with ease. That's right, today's show is brought to you by MANSCAPED, a company here to make sure that your foliage isn't the only thing shedding its excess leaves. Heck, even Mother Nature knows it's time to lose the excess clutter for fall. Join the 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Reddit. Before Manscaped came on as a sponsor, trimming was definitely a challenge. You get those nicks and bumps with the classic razor, but all that has gone away now that I use the Manscaped 4.0 trimmer. Whether you're brand new or already with us at Manscaped, you could use the crown jewel of care for your family jewels, the Platinum Package 4.0. With this glorious package, you can align your entire hygiene routine all in one swoop. Inside the 10-part Platinum Package is everything you know and love about the Performance Package, plus some shower goodies to elevate your grooming game to platinum. The Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate parts and holes. Both are waterproof so you can keep scaping even as the weather changes. In addition to shaving, you can now completely upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner. You'll have your skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. And don't forget to apply the aluminum-free Ultra Premium Deodorant. And don't worry, it's not pumpkin spice. It's a cologne quality fragrance. And I do gotta say, it smells amazing. But we shouldn't save the signature scent just for our pits. Use the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner to make sure your go-to smell is top shelf and not sweaty balls. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts in their Platinum Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag, both specially made to hold your goodies. Get the Platinum Package this fall. These products are guaranteed to be a hit for your dangly bits. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code Reddit. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped when you use our code Reddit. Manscaped, clear out the leaves. It's your tree trunk's time to shine. Thanks, Manscaped.
Moving to the next story. This one is from a listener suggested post from our Wikimaniac Daniel, and this was from True Off My Chest, posted by user Fabulous Cost 4296, titled, "I offered to let my mom live with me under the exact same terms I lived with her as a teen."
Oh no.
Question, Sean, did your parents have like super strict rules when you were growing up?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, they were never like, I don't know. I mean, I just never, like in high school or whatever, I just fucking stayed home and played video games. If I went out, it would be to like a friend's house to like play video games or sleep over or whatever. You know, parties didn't really interest me in high school. Just not my scene. I didn't really like partying. I had a lot of friends that partied. It's just not my vibe back then, I guess. So maybe that was the strict rules. Maybe they fucking worked on me. Or maybe I'm the youngest, so like I saw like the butting of heads with my older siblings and the parents, and I'm like, that seems like a lot of work and a lot of not the vibe. I try to live a laid back, conflict free life. So as much as I talk about fighting these dudes on here or like fucking up Greg Abbott, and I do party now that I'm older or whatever. But yeah, I try to live like a chill life. Life's too short for me to be upset about things past 5 minutes.
I was like the total opposite. Like all I cared about was fucking partying back then. And for the longest, my parents would like get mad at me because I'd be staying out super late. Like I said, sometimes I don't want to be going home at times. But the rule was make sure you know how Asians be. Like, hey, make sure you have good grades. And I'm like, I got a 4.0. What the fuck you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, so I got away with doing a bunch of stuff. But now it's complete opposite. I'm so mellow now. I'm like super homebody, which is back then I was like,
you're partied out, dude.
I'm partied out. Like I'm all domesticated now.
That's why I missed all those high school years. That's why I'm still fucking 30 and going out like a loser.
I can't do it anymore, bro. Like it was fucking past week. 7:30, I'm like, boy, I am sleepy. Like, I'm ready to nap. I fucking sit on the couch with a robe on, like, just ready to sleep. And it's bad.
Remember the last time I slept in a PM. Like, I start sleep at the AM.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then I wake up at 6 a.m. for work. Yeah, probably not healthy. Probably not great.
It's not healthy. Holy shit. Anyways, we got on a complete tangent. All right. Title is, I offered to let my mom live with me under the exact same terms I lived with her as a teen. I don't know why in God's good name, my mom thought I would be the one to come to. We don't get along. I went to live with my dad at 16 because she told me she hated me and kicked me out.
Jesus.
My older brother, the golden child, I know for a fact has a spare bedroom she could sleep in, and now that she's losing the house. My mom's situation is entirely her own fault as well, which makes this all the more annoying. She and my stepdad bought a 7-bedroom house 10 years ago,
My God.
right after she left her job of 20 years to work at some stupid startup that was out of business only 3 years later. My stepdad spent the last years of his miserable life bedbound because he ignored every doctor telling him to stop shoving his face full of food at every waking moment of the day. So he died 500 pounds and in misery. Holy shit. I was more than fine with this, by the way. Well, when he died early this year, it pretty much drained the last of the money my moron of a mother had remaining, and now the bank's taking the house back. So, she shows up at my door for some reason. After mistreating me since I was a kid and ignoring me unless she wanted something since she married that thankfully dead land whale.
Jesus
Oh, that is, oh God,
Christ.
that is horrible. She had the nerve to ask to live with me. It's only me and my husband in our 2-bedroom house, sure. But that spare bedroom is his office. The basement's my art studio, and the couch in front of the fireplace is for our lovely cats. There's no room for the wicked hag anywhere in this house.
My God.
But I knew this opportunity would never come again. So I told her she could live with us if and only if she decided to follow the house rules. 1. All electronics were to be turned off by 6 p.m. If she was caught with any after that, they would be taken away and sold at the next yard sale. Bedtime was 7:30. If I caught her up, I would take away all of her clothing for the week. She may only shower for 5 minutes, once every 3 days. All chores must be done the moment she wakes up. If I roll out of bed and they are not, she will not be getting meals for the day.
Goodness gracious.
She must make sure she is alert at all times. If I and hubby need something done, it is to be done at that moment, or else she will lose her bedding privileges for the night. She will be in charge of cooking 1 meal each day. That I choose. If it is not made to my liking, she will not be allowed to join us and instead will eat the cheapest frozen meal available. I will give her the ones I deem acceptable communication under my roof. Her car will be my own personal travel car. She will also drive me wherever I want. She will still have to pay for gas. And last but not the least, if at any point she displeases me, I will be calling my brother up to pick her up from a nearby gas station. I will get to choose what she takes to put in a torn up backpack before dropping her off without looking back. She called me a monster, told me these conditions were inhuman, and asked if I was insane. These were the exact conditions I lived under for years as a teenager. The exact conditions she tormented me with for years until she finally let me go live with the one parent that loved me. And these would be the conditions she would suffer under if she dared to ask me to home her worthless, joy-sucking soul. I don't know where she went after she stormed out of my house. My brother called me and told me I have the biggest balls in the family for the stunt I pulled. From the sounds of it though, none of the spawn want the brood mother to live with them. I hope she finds a nice park bench to stay on.
God damn. I mean, as brutal as all of that shit is,
Oh yeah.
you could turn it right back on the mom. Those are the exact things that she suffered through as a kid. I mean, she could have easily said no, but she saw the opportunity to give her the good old 1-2 while she's down, which is questionable. You could have just said no and let her, find somewhere else. But I mean, maybe you had to get that off your chest. Who knows? I don't blame you one bit. That sounds like a really shitty way to live. Mm-hmm. And unlike her, you actually had to go through with it. She got to just leave. So, yeah, that's fucking insane. I thought my parents were strict, but yeah, they were just like be home before midnight type of deal.
I can't imagine imposing any of those type of rules for any future spawn that I have.
No.
Like that is insane.
That's
like
jail, I think.
I was in, like, the military wasn't even that bad, and them motherfuckers were strict. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't do shit like certain past time. And boot camp seems nicer than this.
Bro, reading all the mail and text messages and all that shit.
I mean, in boot camp, like, they read your shit too. So like,
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just not at your house, man. Boot camp, I guess I I can understand. You kind of know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
This one, you got no choice. You're born into that house. Taking meals is wild. And if you don't like the way it tastes, then also taking away bedding privileges, taking away meals, taking all of that shit. That's fucking insanity. Was the older brother out of the house by then, or like what was the deal?
They said he was the golden child, so maybe like he had preferential treatment and he didn't even want to take care of her ass.
Yeah. He complimented her afterwards.
Oh,
which
yeah.
which only tells you how bad that mom is if the golden child is even like, ooh, she's shit out of luck, I guess.
I wonder what the dad's thoughts were this. Because it seemed like the dad, like she got along with the dad, seemed like, huh?
Like the biological, yeah.
The biological
like
dad, yeah.
Because that's the only parent that showed her love.
Yeah. I mean, I think the hatred is justified, in my opinion. There's just some situations where karma comes in a form of your own kids, especially with the traumatic experience that you put them through growing up. So
yeah,
there were some terms there, some wordings that I'm just like, even if I hated someone, well, technically I hate someone in my family, and I probably would say that. I would probably do that shit to them. Oh, you're right.
But this is like some CPS shit. Like somebody should have called the cops on this mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like this bad.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, I hope no Wikimaniacs ever have to go through that, because that sounds messy as shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, last story, kind of, we'll try to get this under an hour. And this one is another cross post on our subreddit. This one is from one of our Wikimaniacs user, IDFK, I guess I'm Kylie. Anyways, the title is My Girlfriend Slept with Her Celebrity Crush.
Ooh. I mean, part of me is like, oh, that's a bummer. But part of me is like, at least you have a hall pass, I guess. Like, I mean, she has no choice but to let you.
Who you have a celebrity crush?
Not like one particularly. I used to, before, in high school, I used to fucking stand Selena Gomez. That was my shit back in high school. I was like, oh, she's from Texas. But yeah, not currently. My wife has her first celebrity crush.
Oh,
ever.
Nancy.
Like she used to just be like, like whatever. They're handsome dudes or whatever, but she's never had like a full on like stan a celebrity. So it's been fun watching her stand over somebody. But it does get to the point where I'm like, all right, well, chill though. It's Oscar Isaac.
Who was it?
Oscar Isaac.
Who's that?
He's in a bunch of shit. He's a really good actor. Oh. But we watched him in Moon Knight, and then she was like, oh, something has awoken in me. And then she's gone on to watch like 90% of his IMDb or whatever the fuck it's called. She's watched his whole filmography. But I mean, she's never had one, so I'm like, that's cool. I was obsessed with Selena Gomez at one point too, so I'm like, who am I to judge?
For vanity reasons, Sean, did you know that your name is an IMDb? All three of us, actually.
Yeah, which is like,
insane.
If you're the Wikimaniac that did that,
thank you.
I mean, thank you. That's so random, but cool.
I just found out randomly. I don't know how, but anyways, I think I was totally basic. I think my first celebrity crush, and I don't have one currently, actually, Jessica Alba. I was so obsessed with Jessica.
Me and Jessica Alba have the same birthday. I used to think that mean. I used to be like, that has to mean like we're gonna be together, right? I think that means we're like soulmates, right?
Oh
me
man, you could have been nice guys.
Yeah, April 28th, guys. Me and Jessica Alba, same birthday.
Oh man, she was bae for like the longest, and then I don't think I have a celebrity crush anymore. Maybe it's because I don't watch anything, so I don't know who anybody is.
John Cena.
John Cena is handsome as shit. Not gonna lie.
Randy Orton, cookies.
Hey, cookies. I probably watch more. I just watch wrestling now. That's all I actually watch. So, anyways, all right. The title is My Girlfriend Slept with Her Celebrity Crush. I'm still in shock. I'm heartbroken. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. We live together. During that time, she has been obsessed with a very minor YouTube musician. He has
that's not a big enough celebrity.
What's good?
Yeah, like because if it was like Brad Pitt, you'd be like, well, I mean, that's just a once in a lifetime thing. I'm mad, but like, can I blame you? But a minor YouTube celebrity, bro, that's
minor YouTube celebrity.
Yeah, bro. Come on now.
If we were your celebrity crush, I would be like, what the fuck is
That
wrong
doesn't
with
count.
you?
That doesn't fucking count. That's not a celebrity. Yeah,
we're
if
not
it was
even-
Brad Pitt, I'd be like, oh God, like I'm upset, but I get it.
I get it.
A minor YouTuber, yeah, we're Junsky. It's over.
Bro, we're not even close to being a minor YouTuber. We're like got barely any followers.
No, YouTubers are for real. I guess like
Yeah, like
for
at
real
least a
celebrity.
milli.
But like you yourself said minor YouTube celebrity, so already I'm like, oh, come
He
on.
has a few videos with a couple million views and a small following. During our entire relationship, she has always claimed that he was her exception. I always assumed it was a joke. I'd fire right back with my celebrity crush. Well, he went on tour and played in the city near us at a small venue. She went with a coworker to see him. After the concert, she didn't come home that night or answer my text. I assumed she slept over the coworker since she lives closer to the venue. She came home the next morning and didn't talk about the concert much. I asked questions and got vague answers, which was odd. I assumed she was tired. Later that day, she broke the news to me. It was bizarre. She said it with a smile on her face as though I was going to be happy and excited for her. I am heartbroken. I was yelling. We were both crying. She said she didn't know how I'd react, but she didn't think it would be this extreme. She said I always knew he was her exception. I didn't think she was serious. I'm currently staying in a motel and I don't know what to do. I love her so much, but I cannot think about her without thinking about what she did. She has tainted my memory of her. I cannot help but think that clearly she does not love me unconditionally like she claims she does, because this is not love. Clearly, I am not the one she is obsessing over, even though she is the one who I have always obsessed over. If I am not enough for her, then I don't know if I ever will be, and it clearly seems as though I am not enough for her. I am lost. I am hurt. I am alone. Just a quick edit. Just wanted to thank so much for your support. This blew up like I never imagined, and the support that flew in was unbelievable. I'm hurt and still heartbroken. I don't know if anything will heal this, but I was never expecting this amount of support. Thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
My
that's a
thoughts
fucking bummer.
thoughts on this, and I think you nailed it right on the head. You are on fire with just kind of like with your not really a prediction, but like your commentary on that. But I was actually gonna pretty much say what you said. I think it's too small time of a hall pass. Like,
Because he was probably like, she was like, oh yeah, this is my exception. He's probably like, oh yeah, like Scarlett Johansson or like some huge movie star.
Yeah.
That's my exception. Like, haha, jokes. I think, you know, sorry to cut you off, but I like
No,
if you joke around over an exception that isn't like obviously unattainable, you got to be like, we're joking though, right?
Yeah.
Not blaming the guy, but also you got to be a little sus. Like, I don't know. But yeah, sorry. Go on.
no, I was just gonna. You pretty much said it too. Like, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. There's like a bunch of big YouTubers where it's like, okay,
Oh,
that's
for sure.
impossible. You know what I'm saying? Or like streamers are like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. But I feel like this is kind of. I wouldn't say it's premeditated, but like,
I mean, a little bit.
yeah,
A little bit, because then she was like, "We always said he was the exception. This should be fine. We always, have talked about this." It seems like you kind of went in there with a plan. I mean, and maybe not a plan, but also like a thought in your head, like, "Oh, it could happen."
So let me ask you this: would you think it would have been better if she had gone to that concert and then beforehand she's like, "Hey, remember, he's my exception"?
I think maybe just some like for real concrete like conversation. Like communication is always key. If she was just like, "Hey, we always joke about it, but for real though, like, how would you feel if I had the chance and I took it?" Something, I don't know. I would expect some kind of conversation. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, a small time YouTube musician. I mean, 1 million views is of course
something.
1 million views. That's something.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it ain't Brad Pitt, is what I'm saying. It ain't fucking who's a big musician. It's not Bad Bunny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I don't know. That's why the talks about exceptions and hall passes and shit is tricky. You know what I mean? Because it's always a joke until it's not.
I know my wife would beat my ass if I like actually tried to like shoot my shot.
For sure.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't make it out of the conversation, and I'd probably be dead already. like, you know, I don't know. Like it was so tricky because like part of me is like, and I'm not taking her side on this at all. Part of me is like saying or thinking she did reiterate it a bunch of times, and I'm not like to victim blame him saying like you should have took it seriously. But I think what she messed up on is not, like you said, not having that conversation, like going into that concert. Just like, hey, remember, I've said this a bunch of times. This is my exception. So if the opportunity comes, I'm shooting my shot and I ain't gonna miss.
That's so wild. I've never heard somebody like actually follow through with the exception thing or the hall pass thing. Like what? I think we're not victim blaming because like part of it is like it should be common sense not to actually follow through with the fucking. Yeah. So as much as it's truly the girlfriend's fault for not like talking about it prior. Because if you're the boyfriend, you have no reason to think that she's going to follow through because it's common sense to not follow through with that thing. At least I think, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Those are just like fun conversations that you have, not things that you would actually fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's perfectly okay to like at least fantasize about it happening.
Yeah. The guy is 100% zero at fault because one, the conversation is just fun conversation that you have with your partner, you know, just discourse, whatever, fucking around. Two, he has no reason to think you would follow through with that because who the fuck would actually follow through with that? So it's all on her, truly. If she thought about it being a possibility, she should have said something. Two, if she went to that concert fully like not hoping or thinking that would happen, I don't know. You gotta call. You gotta do something. You can't walk in that door and wait the whole day. You gotta call immediately after it happens. I don't know. I don't know. She's definitely in the wrong.
Now I think about it, I am mad at her. Because one, she didn't call him at night. And like at least like heading, like let's say like it was getting to the point where like, oh shit, I'm gonna meet them. You should at least text and be like, hey yo.
Oh my God, I got backstage passes. That way, you know, I don't know, something.
You already kind of like bracing it, you know?
Yeah, as soon as you got the backstage pass, you knew like, oh, there's a chance I might fuck.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that's when you like at least bring it up, be like, hey yo, for real, like this could happen. Just giving you a heads up because you've said it a bunch of times. Like, that's where you fucked up. And the fact that you didn't text, you didn't call, and then you come home just smiling, knowing, you know, like your celebrity crush dick you down, and like your husband is just upset, like boyfriend or whatever, just upset with it. I don't know. It's just a tricky situation.
Yeah. Wikimaniacs, don't follow through unless you guys have like verbally communicated like, oh, yeah, you definitely, yeah, for sure. Of course you can do that. You know, like unless it's 100% confirmed that your partner is okay with it, I just would advise you not to do this.
But that's the thing. It's such a rarity to even like having a hall pass situation like actually come true. So like you said, majority of the time, this shit is like a joke conversation to begin with.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Anyways.
That's wild.
Whew. All right. Those are my stories for the week. That's it this week, Wikimaniacs. We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know who your celebrity crush is. Do you have your own hall pass? Let us know. Engage with us on TikTok, YouTube, join our Discord channel, or post your stories on our subreddit, like majority of the stories that we had today. And make sure to tell your friends all about us. Tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your side chick, your lover, your best friend, anybody. Just tell them about Reddit on Wiki. It's fun. We have a good time. And we will see you this Friday for another Am I the Asshole episode. Until then, toodles. Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know. Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.